Welcome to part 6. Welcome to part 6 of Let's Chat, the serious chat, y'all. And when I am done with this particular topic, the rapture, the harpazo, the catching away, I'm going to leave this open-ended because I'm going to come back into it with more parts later. But after I get this harpazo part out of the way, I will be getting back into to finish out hopefully without any further interruptions, in the beginning and in the end segment to finish out the book of Genesis. But for now, we got to go with the way of the Spirit and we're going to go where He says go. That's what it is to follow the Spirit of God. We must fully be obedient to Him. Even if we don't understand it, even if we don't know why He's telling us to do a particular thing, do it anyway. Because you don't know what the outcome's going to be, and it don't matter. You're still going to bear your reward for being obedient. Even if you don't understand it, just do it. Long as it's the Lord telling you to do it, just do it. Now, that said, we're jumping over here to Matthew 24. Bet you never thought of this as part of the rapture verses. Because you wasn't studying this out this way, because you just set your mind dead set against it because of the word rapture. Because Pappy told you there wasn't no such thing, so you believed it. Or Mammy told you there wasn't no such thing, so you believed it. Or Cousin Joe Bob, Billy Bob Thornton told you there wasn't no such thing, so you believed it. Sit there on the back pew picking your nose, not really listening to God. It's time for you to grow up and quit picking your nose in the back corner. So don't be a big boy or a big girl. Put on your big girl pull-ups and your big boy pull-ups. And pay attention. No more pacifiers. No more baba. Time for meat. Time for you to grow a little bit. You know, if you keep a baby on milk all its life, it ain't going to grow. It ain't going to get strong. It's going to get the rickets. It's going to die. That's what you doing. You starving the churches to death. That's what I said, ministers. You starving the churches to death. You giving all them baby Christians the rickets. That's why they turn into the world, because they getting bored where they sit and they ain't growing no more. And sometimes they turn into the world because they have the world anyway, and they didn't really transform. They didn't give it over to Jesus, and they didn't truly repent. Let it go. You can't control them. You can't control that. You can't even actually cast demons out yet, because you haven't learned how, apparently. You think there's some kind of big formula to her. No, it's called believing. Trusting that Jesus is going to do what He promised you He would do. That's all you got to do. That's what took the disciples a while to get to. He has given us this power to do this. And all we have to do is trust that He's doing it. I do. I'll leave it in His hands. I say what I got to say, and I'll leave it for Him to do. He'll do it in His time. His time should be right now. But I'm aware that sometimes He has to work with other people's spirits who are unbelieving. So He's got a lot to work through there. Because the church of today is nothing but unbelief. That's why the church of today is not going home. Because you lukewarm and you're about to be spewed out of His mouth. Yeah, I'm speaking truth. And I know you don't like it. Well, I can't help it. I'm going to say what He tell me to say. Because I don't work for you. I work for Him. You ain't paying my salary. I ain't on your 401k plan. I'm on His. And thank the Lord, because the 401k that I'm earning right now, it's going to take me another 100 years to have enough to even retire for a month. You know, the way that the prices is going in today's time. You're going to have to work 3 lifetimes and have four 401ks just to be able to survive a couple of months. That's how the process is getting on things. Who they just keep going up, up, and 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 up. And they ain't coming down, 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 down. Apparently they don't believe that which goes up must come down until the crash happens, right? And then everything goes poof, and there's no bottom left in it. Unstable as the ground in California after an earthquake. Anyway. Oh, Lord. Getting on back into Matthew 24 here. Like I said, I bet you didn't think of these verses as rapture verses, but absolutely, because they tied to the last days. But I'm going to start way back here in verse 4. There's a reason. This is, now Jesus, you want to dispute this, you're going to be disputing Jesus himself. Good luck with that. Don't talk to me about it, talk to him. Because once I drop it, I'm dropping it like it's hot, because it is. And if you won't receive it, you got to deal with him about it. Don't come to me. I'm just the messenger. I can't change this word of God, and I'm not going to. I don't want to. I have no desire to change it. It's supposed to change us. And if it's not changing you, that problem lies within you, not within me. It lies within you, so don't bring it to my door, because I didn't do it. That's between you and God, because you a serpent apparently, and you don't want to change. You a goat, and you want to butt instead of obey. But anyways, Matthew 24, verse 4. And Jesus answered and said, now see, they're questioning him about what shall be the signs of the end. Right? And they're talking about these buildings that they marveled at because of their beauty and splendor and so forth. And he tells them there shall not be another stone upon another. But then, anyways, he goes on to talk to them more, and Jesus answered and said unto them, take heed. Take heed. That's a warning. Take heed that no man deceive you by any means. Now, with that said right there, I'm going to stop right there for just a second on the reading and explain something out to you. A lot of people are trying to propagate that the beast is AI. No. See, that's not what is written. AI is a thing created by man. Let's listen to this for just a brief second. AI is a creation created by man. It's a created thing. It has no soul. It cannot be cast into hell to be punished for its sins because it's a created thing. It has no soul. It cannot sin, actually. Hell is a place created for who? Satan and his angels, which are those that sin against God. And AI cannot do that. It is not a living soul. It has no spirit. It is controlled by people. It is programmed. It's a programmed thing. It's like a puppet. It's like Pinocchio. It cannot be a real boy. No magic fairy is going to come in the end and turn Pinocchio into a real boy. It's fake. So AI cannot be the beast. Because it's not truly a living thing. Do not allow man to deceive you by any means, even by AI, or even to believe that these things are the beast. No, beast is man. Those created things cannot be evil in their heart because they don't have a heart. They don't know the difference between good and evil. They cannot eat of the tree of knowledge of good and evil because they don't know the difference. They are programmed by people to do the things which they do. And you are being deceived into believing these things are the Antichrist. Who do you think's trying to deceive you into believing that? The Antichrist himself and his little minions that are serving him. That's right. Going on back into Matthew 24, verse 5. For many shall come in my name, saying, I am Christ, and shall deceive many. Look at all these mega preachers professing to be holy. Look at how full their churches are. Do we see any of this deception anywhere with Kenneth Copeland, Jesse Duplantis, T.D. Jakes, to name a few, Joel Osteen, Oprah Winfrey, these people professing to come in the name of the Lord, and yet they have deceived many. That's just to name a few. There's a lot more than that. And I'm not going to sit here and name them all. But these are prime examples, and you know if they are doing the same things, that they're of the same group. Deceivers. Walking after their own lusts and wanting to fill their own pockets. And you shall hear. Now listen what Jesus continues to tell them. And you shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. We've been hearing that, right? See that ye be not troubled. For all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet. But this is the beginning of the end. Remember that. For nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom. Now, that's not just talking about the kingdoms of this world. This is talking about spiritual kingdoms as well. Light versus darkness, in other words. The kingdom of heaven versus the kingdom of hell. Kingdom against kingdom, and there shall be famines. Have we seen any such a thing? If you ain't seeing this, honey, you are blind. And pestilences. Have we seen any pestilence? And earthquakes in diverse places. Have we seen any of this? If you're not seeing this, honey, you are sleeping. All these are the beginning of sorrows. We've been in that time frame for years now. Wake up, sleeper. Then, here we go. This is the seals. They correspond. This corresponds with the seals in the book of Revelation, chapter 6. Then they shall deliver you up to be afflicted. That afflicted, you need to look up and see what that means. Have you not been afflicted? And shall kill you. Yeah, they're going to kill some of us. Are they not doing this around the world? Are they not already killing some of the Christians? And you shall be hated of all nations for my name's sake. Are you not being hated for his name's sake? Because if you're not, there's something very wrong there. You need to start questioning what it is you're doing wrong. Because if you live in for the Lord, you should certainly be being hated right now for his name's sake. You may say, oh, well, that's foolish. No, we don't want to be hated. Wrong again. Wrong again. Because if you're not being hated by the world, that means you've been loved by the world. If you've been loved by the world, there's something there to worry about. Now, I'm going to go on into the next part because I'm almost out of time. But I'll see you in the next part because I don't want to go too far over my time. And we will pick up there again and recap verse 8 and go on.